It's Wealth Building Rockstar back with another video, and I'm here to talk about my trading journey and where I'm at. I'm honestly mentally defeated, and I think it's one of those things where I guess since I was profitable so fast, like this unprofitability phase is just killing me. But I'm going back to options. I quit futures and prop firms. I traded options so much better anyway because you can only lose what you have in the contract. I could not ever get my risk management good and get a good risk reward with futures. Like I'm either getting 1 to 2 and I'm risking 100 to make 200. Like I did not like that, and that's why I think Swim makes you have $1,400 for futures instead of just the 500 most people need. Because even with one mini on NQ, like you're risking like $50 to $100 a day. So I'm gonna go back to options. I'm trying to find a strategy that like I'm thinking of trading just the power hour, the last hour of the day, because that's when I see the biggest moves and contract sizes. Obviously, you don't get those big moves every day, but they do happen a good enough time where if you just keep trading that power hour, I think it'll make up for it. However, I'm trying to still see like, do I trade 10 o'clock again or like noon to catch like the big move of the day with options? 'Cause that's what you really need for options. You need to catch like that big move of the day. So I'm trying to see what it is. I've been looking at the XPX chart on like the 15 minute, 30 minute, and the 1 hour just to see like where the big move is. It kind of varies. Sometimes at 10, sometimes at noon, sometimes at 1. So I don't know, but I know I've seen like decent moves at 3 o'clock, 3:15. So my alarm is set to trade like 3:15 to 4. Like just and then no trades are going longer than an hour because the market closes at 4 for options. I have to sell before 4 o'clock. So I'm not gonna be trading for hours like I was with futures. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna paper trade it, and I'll kind of see if I want to apply for a business account. But now that I saw with Schwab, you need 250K in assets to get a business account. I'm pretty sure. Obviously, with NinjaTrader, it let me get a business account from NinjaTrader and like that. So, but since I am a single member business, it doesn't really matter. I'm taxed the same as a person, so it should be fine to trade. I might trade on Robinhood honestly and see if I can like flip an account. Like I want those 2,000% returns, those 1,000% returns, those 800% returns. It's 1 to 8s, 1 to 7s, one of those. Like I'm not getting that on futures, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. The guy who put me on options and trading in general says he gets like 1 to 6s, 1 to 10s, on forex with NAS, and I'm not getting that on futures. I just don't understand. I trade in Q, so but he's also turning $25 into $1,000 on options a lot. The other lottos, but that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to just do $20, $30, $50 contracts and let them run to 200 plus. Honestly, because I was risking 100 to make 200 with futures. So if I can do 30, 50, and $20 options and they go to 200 or 150, like that's great. That's a great risk reward. So we're gonna see how that goes. I'm gonna paper trade it, and I'll document y'all every day. But yeah, I'm so defeated, and especially when like TikTok Shop, I'm not defeated on TikTok Shop, but I'm in a place where I'm making money every day, but not enough to live off of. I'm making like $40 to $100 a day. Like some days I make $100. I probably say if it was 7 days a week, I'm making $100 4 days of the week, and then like the 30, 50, whatever days, like 3 days of the week. So it's good. It's paying a lot of bills. I have like a one over over $1,000 made that I haven't got to cash out yet because now they have that 30-day, 15 days after it's delivered rule now, which is so annoying. But if I can scale TikTok Shop to 300 to 500 a day, I'd be able to relax. And I'm at a point where I think that's why it's my trading so bad. Because before I did not need the money, but I think now I'm starting to need the money. I do have 5 figures in the bank, but I want to leave that in the bank. I don't want to take out anymore. I don't want to lose my savings anymore. So that's why I'm like poor because I'm not one because if I dig in that savings and I lost that, like I'm 13th reason. So I'm like poor in the sense of that needs to stay in the bank, and now I need money coming in. Otherwise, I was doing Amazon Flex on the side, and once I was winning, had that winning streak in trading, I stopped doing it. Terrible idea. And now it's like barely in shifts, so that's annoying. But I was doing that on the side because even my last shift I did last week, it was a 3 hour shift for $66, and I finished in an hour and 20 minutes. So people be swearing Amazon Flex is not worth it. Like you do drive a lot. I'm not gonna lie. However, if you can finish early, is so much. It's worth the time for the money is so much worth it. Like the miles on your car might not be worth it. However, the time for your money is unmatched. Like usually I'm getting $90 for 4 hours. Like you can't beat that. Like yeah, if you want to make $200 a day, you gotta pick up 2 shifts. But for me, like $100 a day, or only working 4 hours instead of I was working 5 to 6 at Goodwill and making like $55. Like no, that's terrible. So that's what I'm kind of at. But I'm still holding on. I'm still pushing through. I do have a good bit of money to last me another month or so. But yeah, so I think that's what it is. I'm kind of almost back to the wall with trading. But I feel like options would be good. I feel like I always traded options the best. I haven't known P's since I did futures and prop firms, which I've always said before. I can't believe I wasted a year trying to get it right. Versus I feel like if I just stuck with options, it would have been better. And hopefully I can get, like I said, I want like 500% or more. Because if not, 300% is good. But like 100%, 200% is 1 to 1, 1 to 2 with futures. But technically it's not, because with your stop loss, you're not gonna lose. Like if I paid $30 for options contract and I have a stop loss, I'm probably gonna lose $10, $20. I'm not gonna lose the whole 30. So you're not risking 1 to 1. You're risking like half of that options contract to make, if you make 100%. That is a 1 to 3. So if you have a $30 contract, you're risking $15 because you're closing if it goes negative $15, and it goes up 100% to $60. So you're risking 15 to make 60. That's a good risk reward. You see what I'm saying? The options, like, it feels different because of the OTE and stuff. But when you think about it, like, you can get the best leverage and you can grow small accounts, like, very, not easily, but if you know how to trade, you can. Like, some days you'll just get 10%, 50% reward. But then when you get the 2,000%, it eats up those few days that you only got 10%. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to see, though. It could be worse. And I left options for a reason. So maybe I'm going to see that when I go back. But I do remember trading, holding my trades, setting and forgetting so much easier when I traded options. So we're going to go back to there. And hopefully, that's better. If not, I'm hoping TikTok Shop pops off. I don't want to quit trading with when TikTok Shop pops off, but I feel like I will trade a lot less. I will trade like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, probably, and or swing trade. So we'll see. But who knows? Like I said, I'm not one of those capitalist people who I need to be like a billionaire. So if I'm making 50 to 100K a month with TikTok Shop, I might just ride that wave, honestly, and scale it, and or do dropshipping again now that I have money and know how to make organic videos. Which I left dropshipping for a reason as well. Cause I like with trading that it's just you in the charts. However, it is mentally a lot, and you lose the money and make the money fast, which is good. Because you'll put so much money into ads on dropshipping, and then you're hoping it's going to go viral. You're excited. Every ad you put out, you're like, this is the one. Versus like with trading, you see that money getting lost every day, so you're more aware of it. Like I've still only haven't spent even a third of what I spent dropshipping trading in it almost a year and a half versus 9 months in dropshipping. However, in dropshipping in 9 months, I had my first 50K month. Obviously, the profit was like 12K, but I was seeing good progress. So with TikTok Shop, still the same. I started March 17th. It's not even May 17th, so it hasn't even been 2 months. And I've already made over $1,000. So it's like if I can scale that up to like 10K months in 3 months, that's trading. You're not doing 10K months in 3 months. I'm sorry to say. People do learn fast. They learn 7 months, 6 months, you know, but three, you're not doing that. So it's what it is. But I've seen people like they're making $1,000 a day in 7 months. They're making $3,000 a day in 6 months trading. So what am I doing wrong? So I did get on social media as well because a lot of people that I hyped up because we all got trading down packed fast. They're leaving me in the dust, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. One's an ICT trader and one is not. I think one's a 15-minute orb trader. So we're gonna see, and hopefully it works out. I would love to only trade the power hour, but I don't know if that's the smart way to trade options. But we're gonna figure it out. But I do some research actually right now. But I'll keep that posted. I'll still do the recaps and still talk about how the options trades are going. Of course, they will be on paper for this first week, and then hopefully, I may have a fat week on paper, and I can just be like, oh yeah, the week after that we're good. So I'm not a full quitter, but I am quitting a little bit. And obviously I could go back in the future. You never know. It's just a journey. It's a day by day journey, and this is what people talk about when you say you're profitable in a year, and then the year and a half smacks you in the face, and you're like, actually, I suck. I don't suck, but I'm sucking, I think, emotionally, and I'm trading bad. So see y'all next week, and we'll see how it goes, hopefully.